Well, hello, everybody. John Nesbitt from the Customer Factory here again, and I'm going to show you how to handle the scourge of internet marketing, which is when you run ads and nobody answers. It gets no response, right? That's the worst feeling in the world is to put you write some ads, you put them out there, and for whatever reason, it just does not connect with the people that you're trying to get in. That's the second worst thing that happens, to get no response. The worst thing actually can happen is to get the wrong response. But I'm going to talk to you in this little live stream. If you've got, give me a few minutes, I'm going to go over how we do it for our clients. We do it very successfully. We get 1,000 or so people per week off of these ads into our clients' offices. And we use a certain style of ad, certain type of ad that I've discovered works really well. And it's really all in the point of view from which you write the ad. So having your ad have the right ad copy and be written from the right point of view makes all the difference in getting a good response. If you just dash off something you saw someone else do or whatever, it's not necessarily going to work. Too often people will write their ads with a bunch of cliches and a bunch of things which don't mean anything to people and don't make a connection. Your goal with your ad, number one, is to stop them from scrolling or surfing or whatever they're doing on the internet and get their attention and get them to then click and take the next step towards approaching you by going to a landing page you have. So that's the purpose of your ad, is to make sure you accomplish that as quickly and directly as possible, because you only get a few fractions of a second of someone's attention. If your ad is kind of weak or goofy, it doesn't really do that. And I'm going to show you a couple examples. I'm going to show you an example of a bad ad, and then of course I'm going to show you an example of a good ad. And at the end, I'm going to actually tell you where you can just go ahead and skip a bunch of it and get all the ads that are working for us. We actually have compiled the winning ads, the ads that work the best across the country from the last, say, 6 months or so. We've compiled them into a downloadable, and you can get that for free. But I'm going to make you wait until the end for you before I give that to you, because I want you to really understand why the ads are good and why they work for you. Okay. So the number one thing, there's a couple of don'ts when it comes to running ads. One of the don'ts is you don't want to do what I call a menu ad. A lot of guys who are new at running ads, and they're running, say, their first Facebook ad, they just take an ad and they're worried that the ad won't work, so they dump as much into it as they possibly can. When I say dump it into it, they dump as many services. They try to appeal to as many people as possible. They say, okay, I'm going to run an ad, and my practice primarily does neuropathy and knee pain, but I'm going to run an ad that says, oh, we do sciatica, neuropathy, knee pain, this, that, fibromyalgia, and everything else you can think. You just throw it all in there in one spot, hoping to make that one ad do all that work. And that doesn't work. What that does is actually disperse the person, because when the reader looks at it, they don't probably have all 15 of those conditions. Gosh, I hope they don't have all 15 of those conditions, right? They probably have one thing that's really bothering them. If they see a big old long list of things, they're not going to believe that you're actually quite the specialist. And I'm going to show you an example of an ad that does that right now. Just a second. Let me share the screen. You'll see. I'm not trying to pick on these guys. I use these in my webinar, so hopefully they're not getting too upset with me here. I can see I've got to move my little self over here so you can. Here, let's do that. We'll do that. Do that. Make that bigger. Oh, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. Here, let me stop sharing the screen for a second. Technical error, of course, while I'm here. Okay, let me show this again. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. So you see this ad here on the screen, and I'm going to move it around a little bit so you can see it a little better. Right. But you can see this ad up here. It says, hey, Decatur, we help people with back pain, neck pain, headaches, numbness, sciatica, allergies, sports injuries, and so much more. Now, this is an ad that I found was running live. It's for a local chiro here. I mean, I'm sure he's doing as best he can, but this is an ad that I call a menu ad. It dilutes the message, and it makes the person not realize that you're an expert at a couple of these things. But remember, when you throw it all together, it doesn't, like, think of this. You go into a restaurant and they have like 3 items in the menu. Those really super frou-frou restaurants. Like, oh, you have the filet mignon, the salmon, or the salad, right? Right. Oh boy, it's like they're going to be excellent what they do. If you go in there and it's like the all-for-one Denny's menu with like everything on it, it loses something. They're not going to believe you're good at everything. And also it just disperses the person, right? What you want to do is have one complaint per campaign, or really per ad. When I talk about campaigns, I'm talking about a set of ads, right? So focus it just on that one thing. Don't spread things around. Another thing that I'm not a fan of and has not tested well is these little use of emojis like this. This really makes it look like it's supposed to be happy and friendly and that kind of stuff. Do that with the ad copy. Do that with the picture. Don't do that with emojis. This actually lowers the kind of the authority level of your presentation, your practice. Now, maybe you're going for that. Maybe you got a fun, happy-go-lucky chiropractic place. Get them in, get them out, slam some ham, whatever they call that, right? But if you're at a medical office where you're going to be asking people for thousands of dollars, they need to see some authority, and this is anti-authority. This does not do that for you, right? So I would recommend get rid of the emojis. I've seen some ones that are way worse. They have all like the burning fire things on there and the googly eyes and all that stuff. That is not good for you. It's not tested out well for us. You'll notice that none of the winning ads that I'm going to share with you later on actually have emojis in them. So I say stay away from that. Another little note I want to make on this one, as long as I'm picking on stuff, is watch out for the images. Now, this image here is to a chiropractor. This is a great image. Oh, look, that guy's doing back cracking. Good. To somebody who doesn't know what that is, that maybe they've been to a chiro before, or maybe they're not sure what they're looking for. That is not necessarily a good shot. An ideal image actually shows the person, shows a version of the person doing well. So showing somebody happy, doing well, running through a field, playing catch with a kid, on a boat, surfing, something like that, like active and healthy. That's actually what will connect with people better. And that brings me to a good ad. And I'm going to tell you what makes a really good ad a good ad. What makes a good ad is it appeals to someone emotionally, right? It really goes after them personally and emotionally with an understanding of what they do. And I'm going to show you an ad that does this really well. This ad has been a killer ad. This one right here, this is a neuropathy ad that we've had running for, gosh, this one just keeps on working, right? And by the way, you don't just screenshot the screen or anything. I'm going to give you a copy of this ad. I'm going to tell you where you get a copy of this ad and a whole bunch just like it at the end here. But look at this, what this ad starts off with. Burning, tingling, itching, numbness, pins and needles in the foot, hands, and legs are all chronic symptoms of neuropathy. Now, what you did there, those first words, is connect with the audience. They go, oh, yeah, I have burning, tingling, itching. Oh, my gosh, I have numbness. I have, oh, my gosh, yeah. Now, they're like nodding in their head, like, yeah, that's right. Oh, neuropathy. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, maybe they don't even know what neuropathy is, right? But I've got that. Yeah, pins and needles in the foot. I have that every night when I go to sleep, right? So we can effectively treat cases of chronic neuropathy, relieve symptoms without endless medications. Ooh, yeah, I got that. I want endless medications. Who wants that, right? And then you start with your offer here, and they go. So you see, this ad here appeals to them emotionally. And once someone starts to once they're appealed to emotionally, they're not going to stop reading. They go, wow, and they're going to hit that learn more button, click the button, and the ad has then done its job. The whole payload of the ad is to get that click from a qualified person. Believe me, would you rather have somebody who is, well, I might have this or that, I'm not sure about this. Maybe they're more motivated by the $49 or whatever, right? Or would you rather have the person who says, yeah, I have this. Yeah, tell me more, right? This person is far more interested when they click through, and you're going to get a lot better result. And that's the emotional appeal. Once you've appealed to somebody emotionally, now you have them where you can educate them. So on the landing page, you basically reiterate a lot of the same things. There's a whole technique. I'll go over to how landing pages are done at some point in a future live stream, but essentially the ad has done its job once it's gotten a qualified click. And someone who clicks on this is definitely a qualified type person. They've got these symptoms. If they didn't have these symptoms, they're not going to click. But if they have these symptoms, then they click. Wouldn't you love to be able to reach out and contact everybody in your area who has these symptoms? If you handle neuropathy, of course you would. Well, that's what your ad does. Your ad is not looking to connect with everybody. You're not trying to get everybody to click. You want the right person to click. Remember, you're usually paying per click, right? So you want the right clicks, and you want to make sure that is connected with the right person who then, when they get on your landing page, is somebody who you can work with and get in as a new patient. So how cool is that? All right, now look, two things. First of all, I appreciate you being on the live stream. By the way, these are a lot of fun for me. I just teach a little piece every day or so and give you some information. But if you want to make the marketing problem just go away and not have a marketing problem, you just want to be book solid, want to have a lot of patients come in, right? Like, well, consider giving my team and I a chance to earn your business. We do a strict month-to-month contracts. You basically can try without any big commitment. It does cost about $3,500, $4,000 a month all in, including the ad expenses to run a campaign that works. But you can expect a pretty good return on investment. We've built a pretty good practice. We built a pretty good agency working with practices on that basis. It's been very successful. Now, I did promise to tell you where you can download some ads, and you can go right here. Let me get this to show up here. Winning ads that work for free. Go to thecustomerfactory.com/PDFs. Thecustomerfactory.com/PDFs. At that link, you will find it's an oodle of downloads. There's tons and tons. Is oodles an amount? Tons and tons of free downloads that are. That's where I keep all my free downloads up on that one page. So you go there and you download those, and we're updating them all the time. And you'll find things that that will help you there, not just with ads, but other aspects like, say, scheduling, scripting people, scripts and things like that in there. Just go over there, download that. There's no obligation. It just, whatever. It will put you on my mailing list. You'll keep hearing from me with information like this, but hopefully you don't mind that, and you can always unsubscribe later on if you're tired of seeing my face or hearing my voice. Anyway, so that's all I got for you today. Give us a call if you want some service. If you want the free downloads, go over there. And it all works for me as long as you just do a good job of helping more people, right? That's the whole point of this activity, is to get in front of and help more people. And that's what we're doing. So anyway, I will see you in the next video.